Hello, seems I'm live. That's a good start. So I'll wait until a few people come in before we get into the nitty-gritty of things. Hope everybody's well. Love and light to anybody who watches this and people that just feel the energy of it. There's a change happening, and that can only be a good thing. For probably 5 years now, I've been through a few things. Well, for a lot of years I've been through a few things, but these are different things. Hey, INFJ, how you doing? It's good to read you. Still not sure what INFJ stands for. There are two things I can think of, but I'm not sure which one you've chosen. And before those 5 years, I wouldn't say I was a loving person. I cared a lot for people, but the feeling of love was not something that I grew up with, and not something that I was able to process easily. And more often than not, some would say, I love you, and I'll go, yeah, you too. That'll be it. That's not to say that I didn't express love physically, or that I didn't, have some feelings of love, but the intimacy, the talking of it, the connection, was not something that my life was about. And then, the chase came along, and whilst, the first years of my life was about, everybody was a friend, I cared for everybody, but there was no, it wasn't unconditional love, it wasn't open heart, it wasn't all of that. But the world seems to change. Like, it was getting harder and harder to like people because of the bullshit that, was being forced on people. And it happened, it started ages ago, in the 80s when, woke started to raise its ugly head, and then, political correctness and blah, 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 trying to force you to be a certain way. And it came to a point where I was like, why are all these people behaving like this? It was getting harder and harder to have a conversation without thinking, what? Why is that a response to what I said? Oh, that response has got nothing to do with what I said. Not in the way that I said it, and not in the words that I used. What is wrong with this world? And it got harder and harder to trust what was being shown and what was being said, because it didn't make any sense. And then, when I realised that it was all bullshit, the stuff that I was hearing, the stuff that I was seeing, someone caught my eye, and I had an awakening that I never expected. Like somebody that I would actually say to them, I love you, and really mean it, like from the depths of my soul, from the bottom of my heart. Like, this person, I love you. And then, like, other people came along, and I'm like, oh, I love you too. Like, the way that you act, the way that you speak, the way that you look, like, I love everything about you. And these people were so different. Like they weren't all the same type of person. They didn't all look the same. But the way that they spoke and the way that they looked, the way that they acted was like a breath of fresh air. Like, wow, what a nice person that is. And I know some people can fake it, and some people have proved it, to be fair, that they hide in someone else's light and pretend to be something they're not and do all this love bombing and all that bullshit. But these people were genuine, and I was absolutely blown away that my mind and my heart could feel a certain way. And as the weeks and the months and the years went on, like that feeling grew to other people, other things, the birds, the trees, pretty much everything. So this feeling of love, this unconditional love, is not something that I grew up with. It's not something that, I understood. This is something quite recent. Whether it was hidden for a reason, I don't know. But it's like awe-inspiring. It's amazing that you can feel this way, even about a tree or, a bird or, just seeing the existence of people, how it's all come together, like the impossibility of it. Just looking up at the night sky and looking out across, the fields with the trees and everything, and hearing, owls or something, and just think, wow, how does it all come about? How does it keep ticking over? Like, without the air that we breathe, we're screwed. Without the trees that clear the air, we're screwed. Without the bees that pollinate, we're screwed. Without the rain, we're screwed. Like, without the waters. And it's like, how does it all just come together so effortlessly? How does it all just come together just like that? And when you go deeper into it, like, each being is a resource for another being and another being and another being. And without those, that being ceases to exist. And it's just crazy that it all seems to work, and we just take it all for granted. Wake up in the morning, we go out and go to work or go to school or do whatever we do, and we never give it a thought that it's just going to take one thing to not be correct and we don't exist anymore. And whilst it's a nice thing, a beautiful thing, it's also a scary thing to think that should one of those things disappear from our existence, we're all screwed. And that tells you the power of the Creator. Like, we don't exist just by chance, because chance would have screwed us over ages ago. We'd all be dead. It's as simple as that. Like, we wouldn't have evolved. There wouldn't be so many different types of fishes or animals in the deep part of the sea, or animals in the hottest desert, or animals in the freezing cold of the Arctic and the Antarctic. And I know people say, well, life finds a way. But life can only find a way as long as the nature that supports it is there. Like, for animals to exist in the freezing, or just the snow, even if it's not freezing, just in the snow of the Antarctic and the Arctic, to exist there where you would think there need to be flowers and stuff, or grass and stuff, and all throughout the year for animals to survive. And no, it's not. And it's not. Well, how do they survive? Like, what do they survive on? Because they should all be dead. Everything should be dead. Like, it just so happens that what they feed on exists in that place, and what those animals in the desert feed on exist in that place. But potentially could be harmful if those very same insects, animals were in, vice versa places. Hey, Amy and Angel. Hi, Angel. That's a beautiful name. Don't think I've seen that name before, but hello, how are you? And it's good to read you, Amy. So I'm amazed by, and I'll probably go out, I'm told that I should ground myself and go out in nature and stuff like that, but I feel stupid, going out hugging a tree or, doing those things. I don't actually hug a tree, but I do I feel the roots at the bottom to sort of ground myself in that and, have a few words. And I look up at the sky and have a few words. And I don't look up at the sky to look for God. Like, God's always with me. Like, I just go inside myself and I don't need to look up anywhere for God. God is everywhere, so I don't need to do that. But I do look up to see, like, if my past life bloodline, or however this works, if they're up there, I keep asking for them to come down and say hello, but they don't. So either I'm not talking in their language or they don't exist, but I do believe they exist. So there are, like, if you look at the title page, there are some things that have been happening. And it's crazy. I don't know how many times I can say the same things. Please stop doing what you're doing, because the way that you feel is based purely on what you've been sending out. And if you stop sending it out, then you won't feel that way, or you'll stay at whatever level is comfortable, rather than to the extremes. And like I say, I know it's going to go to the extremes, and I there's no apology from me, because I'm not doing anything. I do send condolences. I do, I am concerned about where these people are, how they're surviving, how the kids are surviving. I'm human. Well, I hope I'm human. So I do have a concern, but I don't have any guilt, and I don't, I've said, don't show people forgiveness. And I stand by that. And I know people are all like up in arms, or probably, these Christians or whatever religion it is, doesn't matter. See, forgiveness is just the bullshit way of these fuckers keeping control of you and allowing them to carry on doing these bad things. So you're in a toxic relationship and your partner's beating the crap out of you, and they turn around and smack the fuck out of you and they say, oh, I'm so sorry, I didn't mean it, forgive me. And you forgive them, and they go, ha, idiot. And then they do it again. Oh, I'm so sorry, forgive me. And you forgive them, and they do it again. And it's like, that's their way of controlling you. And that's just a simple case of in the home. But this is what happens all across the world, by these elites, by these Masons, by these whatever. And not all, just certain. And the forgiveness is for them to control you. Just forgive yourself. Don't forgive them. Tell them, no, I don't forgive you. I don't give you any love, and I don't forgive you. And then see how they cope. Don't give them the satisfaction. Forgiveness is not for them. Forgiveness is for yourself. For allowing yourself to go through this. For allowing yourself to want something bad to happen to them. That's what the forgiveness is for. And I know Christians say, oh, you've got to forgive these people. No, you haven't. No, that was written by man to save themselves and allow themselves to kill each other and go to war and do all these bad things and let it be okay. Let people say, oh, I'm so sorry. Because once you say to somebody, I forgive you, it means you judged them. You said what they did was wrong and you forgave them. And you're not supposed to judge them. So how the fuck can you forgive someone that you're not supposed to judge? You can't. It's impossible. So don't forgive them. Forgive yourself. You can judge yourself. God will judge them. Next time somebody beats the crap out of you and said, oh, I'm so sorry, I won't do it again. Forgive me. Say, no, I'm not going to forgive you. God will forgive you if he wants to forgive you. And he won't. But don't you forgive them. They don't deserve forgiveness. And you're not supposed to judge them. So just tell them, no, I'm not going to judge you in order that I can forgive you. I'm going to call you all the names under the sun that I want to call you. I'm going to hope that all of these bad things happen to you because of what you did to me. And then I'm going to ask God to forgive me for wanting those things to happen. I ain't going to forgive you because that's what you evil people want. You want to be able to keep doing the same things over and over and over again and ask people to forgive you. But there's one person here that does not forgive any single thing that you did to hurt another life form. Doesn't matter whether it's your pet that you sacrificed, doesn't matter whether it was an animal that you sacrificed, doesn't matter whether it's a child or a woman or man in your own family. None of it matters. There's no forgiveness. None. None. You behave in a evil, despicable way, and you do not deserve any forgiveness. None at all. But you do deserve judgment, and judgment has been called, and God will judge you. And I forgive myself for wanting God to judge you. That's it. That's it. And then you get these people saying, oh, yeah, but you should love all these people and blah, blah. Yeah, I do. And I did. And I did. And they carried on trying to do the things that they tried to do. Desperate to put an end to people like me and others. And a certain couple, they went desperate, went to a practitioner, like, you need to sort this person out, blah, blah, blah. They found out who it was and said, no, I'm not doing that to them. They don't deserve it. And what they did was took it out on this couple. That's part of my soul tribe. I'm not going to do nothing to them. It's like, I don't understand why people don't listen. Everything that is being done is known. Everything. Like, even as we speak, they're trying to use the technology to get something stopped before it starts. They're that desperate. What they don't realise is there are, and I call them alien beings because I don't know the names of all the other life forms, but they have better technology than you people. And whatever it is you're trying to do, well, I know what it is you're trying to do, but it ain't going to happen. It isn't going to happen. And I keep saying the same things. It's already written. You're basically just playing your part in this movie that we're going through. And the movie's already been filmed. And you're just watching it play out while being in the movie. So forward fast and you will see the result because it's already written. It's already been done. And nothing you can do will change it because it's already done. It's already done. It's already written. The only thing that you can change is your part in the film. That's the only thing you can change. Your part in the film. And do you know how you do that? You ask for the edit. You don't try and edit yourself. You ask for the edit from the producer and the director and the screenplay person and blah, 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 the author, which is all the same person, God. If you want to edit your part in life, if you want it edited and have a different role to play, ask the person who made the movie that you're in. Ask them to edit you a different role, because you can't. There is nobody or nothing that has the power to edit this reality that we're going through. Our existence is controlled by the person who built it all, by the person who created it all. That's it. If you want your reality to change, ask the creator to edit you a different lifetime. No, lifeline. Timeline. A different timeline. If you want to be in a different role in this reality, ask God for a different timeline, because you can't do it. And my videos seem to get deeper and deeper and deeper because you don't listen to the easy thing. The easy thing is stop doing what you're doing. Stop sending out magic that comes back worse for you. And how many times I can say the same things? Stop creating an obsessive nature for yourself, because each time you put that magic out, it comes back to you. It doesn't go out. It comes back to you. So you're feeling what it is that you're sending out, to the point that it becomes fatal, if that's what you're sending out, to the point that you lose your house, if that's what you're sending out, to the point that you lose your car, your children, whatever it is that you're putting out, to that point. And I can't help you because I've tried to help you and you're not listening. And you're blaming me and saying, oh, he must be a witch, or he must be this, or he must be that, or, he uses black magic. No, I don't. These are all confirmation, by the way. Every time I'm saying something pops up. I don't do anything. I don't need to. None of us need to. Everybody around the world that is having the same issues as I am, all those people that are doing that work are getting it back to them. Now, the book of Enoch. Enoch, with an S, Enoch, is chosen, which is what he talked about. And we're at that point. And the chosen are awakened. And they're getting stronger. And the more that wake, and the more light that is shed, the weaker the darkness gets. It's just that simple. It's like, this is not rocket science, it's not quantum mechanics, it's not anything. It's just, now that somebody's woke, I don't mean woke the way that you're doing woke, or more confirmation. I don't mean woke the way that you think it. I mean awakened. Now that somebody woke up, everybody's waking up. Now that somebody's broke generational curses, they broke other generational curses, which means you're no longer top dogs anymore. You don't rule the roost anymore. Everything that you're doing is coming crashing down because the people that you're against, they're awake. And it's not easy anymore. Not because they're fighting back, because they can defend themselves. That's why it's not working. Because you're still playing the same game that you've always been playing. And it's a different game. That's why it's not working. And you're not listening to what's being said. And I'm talking to people like the Pope. And it doesn't worry me. And he's knowing firsthand what is happening when you go against the Most High God. Now, it has been asked for information to be revealed that's been kept from everybody. And I suggest, again, these aren't threats. I'm not threatening anybody on behalf of God. I am warning you as a helpful hint that he's judging people. And if you aren't upfront and honest and repentant, you're screwed. Literally screwed. And you have something hidden that you're not supposed to keep hidden. And you are keeping a way of life that is not supposed to be lived. And you're standing in the way of his plan, which is antagonistic to freedom, by the way. You're standing in the way of that, and you're trying to delay that. But you can hear the siren. They're coming to get you. I don't know if you can hear the siren, but there's a police siren going off. They're coming. Like the dominoes are falling. This is not me being clever. This is not me being sarky. This is not me being smart. This is me trying to warn you. If you want to save yourself, if you still want to have a role to play in this film, ask the director to edit you a different role. It's that simple. And be part of the director's cut or the director's whatever it is. But stop taking it upon yourself to have a role in this film that is not planned by the person that directed it, by the person that produced it, because it ain't going to happen. In your mind, it might be happening, but in reality, it's not happening. It's just not happening. Hey, Greg. Sorry, I've missed all this. I'll put some glasses on, That might help. Honesty, God, a clue, a hint, anger. Don't shoot me. I'm just a massager. You're just a massager. Well, how does that go? Now, Dark, does that suffering include you? You were pretty hurtful, in my opinion. Dark's here. I haven't seen that only for ages ago. I don't see Dark. Oh, I see Wig. Hey, yeah. How you doing? Just popped in for a minute. Oh, cool. Sorry if I've missed you. Okay, thanks for popping in. Good luck with putting back the car together. That's right. Sometimes to just survive, a person might say they forgive just to get some temporary safety. No, I understand what you're saying. I understand that. But the fact is, how many times do you suffer that pain? Whatever that pain is, this temporary safety that you're talking about, it is only temporary. And then you go back to it again. So you need to get away from thinking this is temporary safety. Just get away from it. Or ask God to take whatever it is that's happening out of your life. I'm not saying that it's happening to you, I'm just saying. You don't need to forgive them. Just walk away from them. Because they are going to do it again and again and again, and they're not sorry. If they were sorry, they wouldn't ask you to forgive them. It's that simple. If I did something that was that bad, I wouldn't ask somebody to forgive me. I don't deserve forgiveness if I do something that bad. Like, I would be so distraught that I hurt somebody enough that I had to say, forgive me for doing it. I wouldn't want forgiveness. I would have to search my own soul. I wouldn't want somebody else's forgiveness if I hurt them that bad. Like, that's a coward's way out. It really is. To hurt somebody and go, oh, forgive me. Oh, thanks. And then just carry on doing it again. Like, no, don't forgive them. No temporary stay of execution. There's always an execution. They're always going to do it. Always. That's who they are. And if they really were sorry, they wouldn't ask for forgiveness. Well, they wouldn't do it in the first place, but they wouldn't ask for forgiveness. Hi, Nikki. How you doing? Calm as marble gaze, clue hint. Rock bottom, smell the roses, forest found Native Americans, antiquities that let's see. He did not listen. I never listen. And that will be changing. Like the indigenous people might get their land back, for all we know. Those people that respect the earth, those people that respect Mother Nature, those people that respect other people, that, you know, life is not money. It really isn't. Excuse me. Friends, every word. Well, I think I did. Who are we talking about? They are coming to take me away. Yeah, we're talking about the elites. We're talking about the Illuminati. We're talking about coffins and sects and SECTS, not sects. Well, although that's what they do, but you know, the witches, the warlocks, the wizards, the masons, whatever it is. I'm not talking about all of them because there are, you know, some good people. But those people that know our true history, that have hid it from us, that are living life on the cruelty to others that they do, and you know, giving themselves the wonderful lifestyle and the amount of money that they want. You know, some of them doing insurance things, you know, marrying into money and killing off these people, you know, claiming the insurance and all sorts of things, like really bad things that they think is not noticed, but it's noticed, and it'll all be highlighted and all be found out. Like all these shady little tricks that they do, even these people that, you know, ring you up and annoy you on the phone, you know, for an hour. Like they're all tricks. They're all ways that these evil people can keep you in a low vibration, because that's always been their plan. And they got that close to achieving that. You know, and they say stupid things like, well, if we took you out earlier, blah, blah, blah. It would never happen. Like you're not understanding the simple English that's been said to you. You are not fighting people on this planet. You were screwing them over and beating the crap out of them and doing real horrible, vile things, you know, you misogynists, or, you know, red hair, blonde, dyed, black, dyed hair ladies with your flipping Nissan and your Dodge, whatever. Like, there are men and women that are doing evil things to children, women, and men, because they feel that they're superior and they feel they're owed something, and they feel that their plans have been interfered with. And it's like, well, your plans were evil plans that you shouldn't be doing anyway. Like you're thousands of years doing all these horrible things to these people who, you know, have gone through it for thousands of years, over and over and over and over again, until now. And now it stops. And now you're feeling, and I asked that, you know, they all feel it, all of you feel it. You're feeling what you've put out for thousands of years. You're feeling that. You're feeling that lack mindset. Don't have any money, don't have a place to live, don't have a car, don't have any love, don't have kids, blah, 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 blah. Whatever it is, whatever you try to do, living in pain, living in an obsession for someone else that you can't have. And the only way out of it is to repent and find God and ask him and Mother Gaia for forgiveness. They can forgive. I won't forgive. I don't ask anyone else to forgive. No. I'm not going to judge you. I'm not going to be put in that mindset that you want me to be put in. I'm just going to stay in my high vibration and say, yeah, you did it. Okay. Dad, Mum, this is what they did. They want me to be upset about it. They want me to be angry about it. They want me to, throw a tantrum and get upset with them and want to fight with them and do all these things. No. They want me to be in such a bad place, in fear. No. 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 Sorry, but no. Well, I'm not even sorry. Just no. Not going to happen. You don't scare me. See, the thing about going through such a bad time is if you look back at all the times you went through that, you're still standing. You're still standing. So even if you forgive for that temporary reprieve, you don't need it. You're still standing. You could go through that beating over and over and over and over again, and you'll still be here. You'll still be there. No matter how many times you go through that beating, you're still there. You just have to get to the point where you go, no, I'm not going to forgive you, and no, I don't want to be with you. I don't want to go through this anymore. Dad, take me out of this situation. Let this narcissistic misogynist spend life on their own, going through what I went through. That's it. Leave it. Don't worry about it anymore. It's going to be sorted. And anyone going forward that is of that mindset, that wants to go around abusing people, is going to get karma. And is going to feel exactly what was done to that other person. For as long as it was done, but it's going to come back tenfold. Now, please listen. Again, I don't care whether you listen or not. I don't care. I'm trying to do it for your own benefit. Karma is not, never was, a bitch. Karma is everyone's best friend. Apart from these evil fucks who try to pretend and make you believe something that's not true, karma is everybody's friend. Karma gives you blessings. If you're a good person, you get good stuff. That's good karma. And if you do bad things, you get bad karma. So your best friend, if you're a good person, is karma, because it gives you the good stuff and it gives the bad stuff to those people that are bad to you. So you should embrace karma as a blessing. It's a blessing. If you're good, it gives you good stuff. And if people are bad to you, they get bad stuff done to them. That's what karma is all about. The good and the bad, the yin and the yang, the black and the white, the bloody male and female, whatever it is. However this supposed reality is supposed to be. Karma isn't bad, and you shouldn't forgive anyone. That's just them rewriting the truth in order that they keep you subjugated. And it's bullshit. It's the same as turn the other cheek or an eye for an eye and a tooth for a tooth. It's bullshit. You cannot turn the other cheek and still think an eye for an eye and a tooth for a tooth. It's impossible. It's just another way that they can control people and put them in a low vibration. It's always turn the other cheek. It's always turn the other cheek. That's it. There is no other way to it. It's turn the other cheek and say, Dad, Mom, I have an issue. It needs resolving. I don't want to go into this low vibration. I want to stay in a high vibration. Can you solve this issue for me? And then don't be upset and don't be angry and don't go fighting people and don't create wars and don't create religions and don't do all this bullshit that puts people in a bad place, because there's absolutely no need for it. The only reason all of these things exist is because those people that want to be rich, those people that want to rule you, have told you a load of lies. That's it. That's the simplicity of it. You've been told a load of lies. Now, those lies are going to be exposed, and they're already being exposed. And these churches that are doing bad things, and these covens, and these masons, and these being Illuminati, and the bloody Pope, and everyone else, these dictators, these people in politics, These celebrities, they're all being found out because the dominoes are falling and God is judging. And if you're one of those people that falls into that category of I've been doing bad things, then I suggest you repent and you mean it. Because your domino will fall. It's that simple. It will fall. Unless you're a good person. You'll still be judged. And if you're a really good person, you will get blessings. And if you're not a good person, you're a bad person, what you have will be given to those people who get good blessings. That's it. That's as simple as it is. The world changes, and it started. And I'm only trying to give you a message. You can believe it or not, I don't care. I don't care. Who are we? Oh, damn it. You did not read some. No, I didn't read Hello. Hello, director. I'd like a new role, please. Safe. Cool. Noted, Angel. I don't know if you're the angel, the vampire angel. But it's all good. They want to send the solver to prison. Yes, they want the solver dead. But I don't know. That's not up to them. It's up to God. Like anything that you want on this earth has to go through God. And even if you get something that you think you achieved yourself, you didn't. And it can be taken off you just like that. So, yeah, karma's a good teacher. So karma can teach you if you're good. Like if you're good and if you behave in a good way and you get blessings, that teaches you to keep behaving in a good way. And if you behave in a bad way, that should teach you not to behave in a bad way. But because you behave in a bad way, you don't give a shit. You just behave in a bad way anyway. But it's supposed to teach you to behave in a good way. But some people think they can cheat the system. And unfortunately, you've been found out. And your time ran out, as someone found out when they went running to a practitioner to do some black magic. And that practitioner says, oh, whoa, hold on a minute. Why are you trying to get this person? This person's part of my soul tribe. Bad karma already. It's like you think that everything that you do isn't known, and of course it's known. Of course it's known. They want to send Jack to prison. Well, Jack might have to go. Why would they want to send the solver to prison? On what grounds? Well, Jack is supposed to be the solver. Is he the true solver? I don't think so. Oh no, not Jack. The true solver knows too much. Yeah, but it's not just about the true solver. Everybody knows now. There's 144,000. They're called light codes, and they're light workers. And the true solver has passed the message on. And everybody knows. They all have the same information. You see, the book of Enoch, if you use that S, is chosen. And that's what he talked about. He talked about this time. And they don't want you to know that. Too late. Everybody knows. Because the chosen, they know everything. They hear everything. They see everything. They know everything. And if they know everything, God knows everything. And if God knows everything, the ancestors know everything, the spirits know everything, the guardian angels know everything, the alien friends that we don't know about, supposedly, they know everything. And none of them are happy. In fact, I go so far as to say they're pissed about what these evil people have done, these evil beings have done. These evil entities, remember that word, the entity? These evil entities have done. Now, Forrest said, don't pay any bets. Well, now's the time. All bets are being called. Those people that sold their souls, Somebody's coming to collect. Everyone will be judged, MJ. Everyone. Everyone will be judged. Everything, every being is going to be judged. Everyone. It has to be everyone. Otherwise, it wouldn't be fair. Because even if you don't deserve anything, even if you're not good and not bad and you don't deserve anything, you still have to be judged to get what it is that you're supposed to get. If you're supposed to get something, you need to be judged to get something. Whichever way it goes, good or bad. And it wouldn't be fair if you weren't judged, because maybe you're supposed to be given $1 million and you had to be judged to get that $1 million. And if you're not judged, you can't receive it. So everybody is going to be judged, good or bad, doesn't matter. And that's not to scare anybody, because if you're just an average person, listen, I'm not the go to church, pray to God, amen, hallelujah, blah, blah, blah person. That's no disrespect to anybody that is. That's just saying, listen, I'm just a normal person who does bad things and does good things. That's it. And I accept whatever judgment, God is going to put on me. But I'm not a saint. I'm not a saint. I don't profess to be a saint. I don't profess to be good. I never profess to be a solver. I just profess to be somebody who's giving you information that's going to help you. And if you listen, you may learn something. That's all I professed. And you can either believe it or not believe it. I don't care. That's it. And it's the same, and I'm not offending God, I hope. It's the same with God. I'm me. I don't give a fuck about anybody else. I'm me. And I can't change for God. I can't change for the devil. And I can't change for you. There is no way. Not going to change. I'm going to be me. I'm going to tell you the truth. That's it. And I'm going to be me. Me that I've always been. That's it. I'm going to be me. And if me wants to tell you the truth about what's going on, then me is going to tell you the truth. That's it. That's it. And if you want to believe it, that's up to you. And if you don't want to believe it, that's up to you. I don't care. I'm not judging you. Listen, I send out love and light. I send out love to everybody. I just want to be everybody's friend. I just want us all to get along. And if you don't want that, because you want to be a rich billionaire, or you want to be a rich millionaire, or you want to be whatever it is that you want to be, if you don't want me, if you don't want me to love you for the person that you are, and you hate me because you think that I'm taking away your livelihood, no, you're taking away your livelihood, because all you have to do is stop doing the evil crap, admit that God exists, ask him for forgiveness. If he forgives you, you keep everything you've got and you live the life you've got. You only lose it because you're trying to end his children. You're all his children, but you're trying to end his chosen children who are trying to save the rest of the realms, not just this earth, because the corruption goes further than just this earth. But if you want to still live in the lifestyle that you're accustomed to, stop doing the shit that you're doing and really repent, really mean it. And then you keep your life the way that it is. The reason you're losing it is because you're doing shit. Because you think that saving your life can be attained by doing shit. No. Losing your life is what you get for doing shit. Bad things, evil things. So I'm trying to tell you, if you're a trillionaire and you want to stay being a trillionaire, you know that you've done bad things and you truly are repentant and you prove how repentant you are, then maybe you can still keep the same life. If you're a trillionaire and you don't repent and you try to destroy what God is creating, trust me, you will not be a trillionaire anymore. You will be walking the streets. That's just the way it is. And I'm not trying to threaten anybody. I don't care. I don't care. I've let it go. I don't care. I don't want to see anybody get hurt, but I'm at that point where if I don't want to see anybody get hurt, I have to stop those people hurting people. It's that simple. Not me personally. I'm not going to go around trying to stop all these people. But if I don't want to see anybody hurt, I already know that these evil people are hurting people. So I have to say, Dad, stop these people hurting people. And if you don't want me to hurt anybody, how can I stop these people hurting people if you don't want me to hurt anybody? And it's like, oh shit, I can't protect them. I can't love them the same as I love these other people that are being hurt. Because if I love them the same as these people that are being hurt, which is forgiveness crap, I can't forgive what they're doing. I cannot forgive what they're doing. What they're doing is bad and it needs to be judged. But I can't judge them because I love them. Why should I judge them? I have no right to judge them. I cannot judge them. And I'm not going to forgive them because what they're doing is bad. So people getting hurt, people getting hurt, people hurting them. I can't judge the people that are hurting them. But these people are still going to get hurt. So, and I'm not going to forgive these fuckers. I'm not going to forgive them. No way. So I don't want these people hurt. I don't want anyone hurt. But if anyone's going to get hurt, it's going to be these people that are doing the hurting. So now, Dad, Mum, I don't love these people. It's hard to love these people knowing that they're hurting these people. And I don't want anyone hurt, but I'd rather it be these people. I'd rather it be these people. I'm not going to give them forgiveness because I don't forgive what they're doing. It's bad. I'm not going to forgive them at all. Never, ever going to forgive them. But I forgive myself for asking you to stop these people hurting these people. I forgive myself for asking you, God, to stop these people hurting these people. However he does that, I don't care. I don't care. I don't care. Because I cannot love these people and judge these people or forgive these people. Can't forgive them because what they're doing is unforgivable. And I can't judge them. So God, you must judge these people. And whatever your judgment is, I accept that because I want to save these people. Now, if you stop hurting these people and you ask for forgiveness from God, not me, I'm not going to forgive you ever. Ever. What you've done is unforgivable. But if you really do repent and God hears you, he knows I'm not asking for judgment for those people. If you truly repent, if you want to give back, if you want to search yourself, go through the dark night, whatever it is that has to be done, he knows I don't want you hurt. I really don't. I really don't want anyone hurt. But I will ask him to judge you. I will. And I will not forgive you because what you've done is unforgivable. And that's how it works. That's exactly how it works. I'm not going to forgive anyone, ever. Because you wouldn't do it. You wouldn't ask me to forgive you if you looked at yourself in the right way. So, I don't want anyone hurt. I really don't. So, repent, ask for forgiveness from God, not me. I'm not going to forgive you. Ever. Ever. You won't hear the words out of my mouth that I forgive you. Ever. But you won't hear the words out of my mouth that I judge you either. I don't judge you. I have no right to judge you. I'm no better than you. But I will ask for you to be judged. And God is a just God. He will judge you according to what it is that you've done. And if you've done nothing, then I'll be the one that's judged for calling judgment on you. Ooh, I'm missing stuff. Definitely not a vampire, but do have people taking my... Oh, well, not just blood, but energy. Dead. I need blood. Truth will be told regardless what happens to the soul. 100%. The truth is already coming out now. Hey, Frank, do you have a timeline? Nothing is ever what it seems. And we were told that. Nothing is as it seems. Frank, well then, forget I asked. Why did you send me a scary message of no talk, no mercy, three angry faces? Ooh. Well, you're giving yourself away when you start talking to each other like that. Oh, it's fair. Why not? Uh-oh, I'm missing all this. I guess that's what happens when you don't drink the Kool-Aid or eat meat. You are who you are. Yeah, well, I am. I'm definitely who I am. And, I'm not happy with some of the things that I've done. And I'm not impressed with some of the things I've done. But I'm not ashamed anymore. It is what it is. And most of the stuff that not most of the stuff, but some of the stuff that I'm doing is because you fuckers have been trying to make me do stuff. There are no chocolate chip cookies here. Cheers, Frank. It's nice to be loved. And that, the funny thing is, it's like I come out and I say, I love everyone, I love you. And they say, well, I fucking hate you. And I was like, what? Why? What? And then you know what sort of person they are. Like, you're hating me because I want to love on everyone. Make that make sense. What? No, you're all right. Cheers, buddy. Or lady, or I don't know how that is. Why is it that searchers don't seem to have a sense of humour? I only jest. Brown's. Oh no, not going to read that again. Hey, Davey, how you doing? All is well. That ends well. It's Davey. Stories that tell without forest phones. The author's written consent bottoms. It's your story to tell. Hi, peeps. Hi, Woody. How you doing? TGIF. Don't know. Voting day here. Uh-oh. What are you voting for? What colour are the roses? I love the smell of them. Yeah, I'm a roses person, I have to admit. I've already said, I wanted a garden of roses, but that never came about. I've just got a garden of shrubs and trees and stuff, but hey ho, what can you do? What can you do? Oh, are those with the elephants as well? You seem to be a good guy, thanks for that. Far and few that I come across. Like I say, more often than not, I'm a good person. But I have done bad things, and I do bad things because I get influenced just the same as everybody else. But I try not to do bad things to the detriment of others. I try not to. And I try to help everyone because I know what it's like to be in a bad place. I really do. I really do. And, I have been there. And it's only when you are there, excuse me, it's only when you are there, which is pretty much for the chosen, like most of the, if you find out about the chosen, you'll find that most of them have had a rough life. And if you've had a rough life, you can appreciate other people suffering. And if you haven't had a rough life, it's hard for you to appreciate it. Like, you can say you do, and you can mean well by it, but unless you've really been there, it's very difficult. It really is very difficult. So I tried to be a good guy, and I thought, I was, and I was trying to allow people to be themselves without judging or condemning, just give people information, and some of them get upset. And it's like, well, I'm just telling you the truth. It's like, I say to somebody, you're so beautiful. Like, I love your hair, I love your eyes, I love your face, I love your body, I love the way you dress, blah, blah. And they're like, oh, thank you very much. And I tell somebody, oh man, your hair's a mess and you look fat and those clothes don't suit you. And they get upset. And it's like, well, I told them the truth and they were happy. And I told them the truth and they got upset and they hit me. It's like, it's just the truth. It's like, why are you getting upset because I'm telling you the truth? And I don't mean it offensively. I'm just saying, like, this is how you're being seen. Like, you walk out of the toilets with the toilet roll hanging out of your thing. Do you want me to just be, nice and kind, or do you want me to say, do you realise, toilet paper's hanging out? You do know that skirt makes you look fat, even though you're not fat, but it makes you look fat. It's like if a woman who is, or a bloke, doesn't matter, comes up to somebody and they're already fat, they know they're fat, and they say, "Do I look fat in this?" It's like, well, you look fat in everything. Like, what sort of answer do you want me? Oh no, you don't. You're a fat person. I'm a fat person, but I look fat in stuff because I'm fat. That's it. End of. I look fat in stuff because I'm fat. I look bald in stuff because I'm bald. Like, there's no getting away from it. Like, do I look bald? It's like, what are you supposed to say? Do you think I look bald? Well, yeah, you look bald now. It's like, let's just be honest with each other. But more importantly, let's just be honest with ourselves. First and foremost, know thyself. Be who you are. Don't worry what anybody else thinks. Doesn't matter whether you're fat. If you've got a fat heart, a beautiful heart, it don't matter. It really doesn't matter. It don't matter to me. I love you just as much. Love you just as much. And I mean that. I would love you just as much. The only thing that people worry about, whether they're fat, is because they want a partner. They don't just want the love of a human being. They want the love of a partner. But everybody has a partner. Everyone has a partner. Everyone has a soulmate. Everyone has, someone. Not everybody likes thin women. Not everybody likes fat women or men, whatever way. We're all different. You are not going to get a partner because of the size of you. You're not going to get a partner because of the person you are. That's it. Like, there's nothing in any part of the world that says, I'm not going to date this person because she's large. For everybody. There's going to be people out there that says, well, I don't want to date large women. I don't want to date large men. I only want to date men with blonde hair. I only want to date women with blonde hair. I only want to... Like, there's somebody for everybody. Stop worrying about what you look like. Worry more about how you behave. That's the most important thing. How are you behaving? What sort of person are you? Because if you're a beautiful soul, people will love you. That's it. End of. Don't worry about what you look like. If you're a beautiful person with a beautiful soul, you're going to be loved. That's it. End of story. You don't have to go on diets. You don't have to do all these crazy things. You just have to be you. And if you're happy with you, everybody else will be happy with you. Everybody else. Because really, please listen. This matrix, it's not real. Stop it. Live a normal life. Be loved because you love yourself. Everybody else loves you. Job done. It doesn't matter what you look like. It really doesn't matter. It doesn't matter if you have 3 arms, 2 heads, 6 legs. It won't matter. It won't. Because if they're a half decent person, they don't care. They don't care. They really don't care. Uh-oh. Somebody agrees with Angel. I don't know what it was. Oh, cheers. Thanks. Is that good guy stuff? Thank you, Nick. Is that Jack stuff? Server long prison. Uh-oh. I've been there homeless with no money. Very humbling. Yes, it is, Woody. It absolutely is. I had a child with no filter. Challenging. Yep. But, life. So our purpose here is to learn. Life is learning. And you can ascend through life, reach ascension, whatever it is, this stuff that they bloody talk about, is learning at each lesson the first time. Don't put your hand in the fire. Ow, that's hot. Ow, that's hot. Ow. If you keep doing it, you're not learning your lesson, you're not going to move forward. So learn each lesson as it comes along. Don't bitch at the universe and say, oh, blah, 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 blah. Say, thanks for that lesson. I'm not going to put my hand in the fire anymore. Thank you for explaining that if I put my hand in the fire, it's going to burn me. Stop saying, why'd you let me do that? Accept it for what it is. It's a lesson. It's a learning curve. You jumpstart that learning curve, remember, for the chase. This is how you learn. This is how you move forward. It's always better to move forward. So don't stop in the same place, bitching and moaning at the universe that, or God, or whatever you want to call it, that things aren't going right. Because each time you say, my life is shit, guess what? You're telling the universe that your life is shit, and the universe or God says, okay, there's your shit life. Live in it. So wake up thinking, oh, great day. Whatever. Thank you for today. Especially now in rain. I'm going to get sick going to work, blah, blah, blah. But I'll learn to have a decent coat and wear some good shoes and stuff like that. Thank you for that lesson. And then move on. Move on. And as bad as it gets, it's another lesson. Accept it, be grateful for it. You've learned that lesson and you move on. But if you want to keep repeating the same lesson, then you just stay like how you do it over there, held back. And, you know, 5th grade, whatever it is, however you call it, I don't know how you call it. But you just held back, and you don't progress. So life is about learning. Learn, move on. Learn, move on, learn, move on, learn, move on. And it's all done. You've learned everything there is to learn. You've accepted it with gratitude that you're supposed to learn it. And you get rewarded at the end of it. Job done. But if you keep bitching about life and you keep moaning that you're in a shit place and your kids are never going to grow up to be anything and blah, 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 that's the life you're going to have. Because that's the life you're telling God you want. That's the life you're telling God you have, and that's the life He'll give you. There you go. You're telling me your kids are not going to be worth nothing? You know, they're not going to be, you know, athletes, or they're not going to be this, or they're not going to be that, or they'll never be president of the United States, or whatever it is. Those people that believe that they can do stuff, those people that have faith that things will turn out good for them, normally have things turn out good for them. Well, it's 3 p.m. and the Station of the Cross begin my mental pilgrimage at my church. God's blessings to all. Peace out. Peace, Michael. Thank you for popping in. And, you know, God bless you. Tell the truth, but not the whole truth, you old bat. Yes, Nikki. Uh-oh. They obviously know each other. I just try not to offer unkind comments if it will hurt the feelings of others. If asked, I try to deliver truth with kindness and sensitivity. Yeah, so, and that's the best you can do. But if somebody asks you, do they look fat in something, you have to tell them yes, if they look fat in it. But if they're already fat, then that's the truth they need to hear. It doesn't matter what you wear, you are going to look fat. Why are you trying to look slim? Why aren't you just happy with who you are? It doesn't have to be said in that order, but why aren't you happy with just who you are? Like, you're a beautiful person. Nobody gives a flying if you look stupid in it, then that's different. Like, does this make me look stupid? Is it too tight? Is it this? Is it that? Is the other? Does the colour suit me? But to help people, you have to be honest with them, as much as it hurts them, because as they go through life, they accept more about who they are and believe less about what it is that they think. Because most people think they're fat, even if they're not fat. Or they think they're fatter than they are. Even though they think they're thin, they still think they're fat. They still see something bad about them. Unless you're a narcissist, then you just think you're the best of the best. Compliments are easy truths, but hard truths should hurt you more to tell them. 100%, Nikki, 100%. It's harder to tell somebody the truth, but it's better for them. And that's what you want. If you're a good person, that's what you want. In the long run, you want it to be better for them, like for their highest good, for their best way of being, even though it's not for your highest good. It's easy to tell some of the bullshit. Like, I could go on here and tell a whole load of bullshit, but it's not the truth. And I'm more for the truth for everybody, not the truth for the few. Like, the need of the many outweigh the need of the few. That's just the way it is. And I'm not going to forgive people for doing bad things. That's just stupid. That's like saying, yeah, okay, what you did was okay. I accept what you did was okay, and I'll let you do it again. What? No. I think what you did was okay, and I'll let you do it again. What? That's what these evil people want you to do. This person went to court today for killing somebody, killing them in cold blood. Should we convict them? Oh no, let's forgive them. It's not fair that we convict them. It's not fair that they go to prison that is like a hotel. What sort of deterrent is that? It's like, it's just crazy and it's going to get worse and it'll go towards politics. But these idiots, is it California, Newscomb, whatever it is, like it's okay for them to steal stuff worth up to $900 or whatever it is, but any more than that, and then we're going to have to arrest them. What? Wait, what? What are you doing? You sad people. Leaving people in fear by allowing people to do whatever it is they want to do. Allowing people to get away with murder, literally, because you want people in a certain vibration so you can control them. No, ain't going to work. Are you crazy sons of bees? Yeah, it's okay to let a town burn. Oh, smell. Lovely to smell the smell of a town burning, whatever it is she said. But I'm not racist. But this Black Lives Matter crap, oh man, that really annoyed me. This bend the knee really annoyed me. I'm like, what do you mean Black Lives Matter? Every life matters. Every stiffing life matters. And there's been white people that have, had the same thing done to them. My condolences for the family and everything, but no, stop this BS. Stop this segregating people. Stop this hating on each other. Stop this, it's okay for us, but it's not okay for you bullshit. Everyone's treated equally. It don't matter what it is. It really doesn't. But you cause the riots, you cause people arguing, you cause people fighting, you cause people killing each other, and then you want to bend the knee and respect it? No, there's no respect in that. I don't respect anybody that wants people to be killed. I don't respect anybody that wants to separate a black person from a white person. No, I won't get on the knee for that. Or any of the other crazy shit that you talk about. No. Stop this separating people. Every life matters. Every life. Every single life, including babies. Every life matters. And there should be no argument about it. Every life matters. Job done. Finished. Every life matters. In the best way would be to have the child and then adopt it. And I understand that can't be, done in every case. I understand that. But the way things were going, crazy. Hello, Woody. Well, hello, Woody. I hope no one put me in there. I'm camera shy. I'm back. Uh-oh, sounds like Johnny. The Indian in me thinks it catches my soul. Ooh, yeah, the Indian. But they have it right. And, I go back to that statement of, which one am I going to be? Whichever one you feed the most. The good and the bad. But the aim is to be balanced with your dark and your light. And I'm not going to say that, well, yeah, you feed them equally. In the sense that you're fully aware of the darkness that you have. And you accept who or what that is, what role that plays in your life. And you also accept what role the good plays in your life. And you should always aim to be good. But you can't ignore this darkness. You can't ignore it. You have to face it, as bad as it is. And that's why people turn to drink or drugs or whatever it is, to get away from stuff they don't want to face, which is basically themselves, what's happening in their life. And to avoid the pain, which is just forgiveness and all this other stuff, to avoid that, they try to numb it with drugs or alcohol or whatever, which then becomes addicted, which then screws the life even more. It's like, just face the demons that you have, accept what it is, get rid of what, is no good to you, and carry on. Which is basically what I've done. It's like, those people that try to antagonize me and, piss me off or, whatever it is, I don't care. I don't care. I'll have a debate with anybody. I'm not going to have an argument with people. Like, a debate is two people talking about a subject, maybe have opposing views, and at the end of it, still believe what they want to believe, or change their mind depending on how the debate went. That's it. There's no need to argue about it. Because if you totally believe this and you totally believe that, and you're never ever going to meet, you have the debate and it's done. You don't argue about it. What's the point? They're not going to change their mind. You're not going to change your mind, because it would have been changed in that first debate. So once that ended, like a draw, neither changed their mind, then okay, that's it. We'll move on. Dreaming my life away. Please, some people are so huge, it's sickening. Yeah, but that's who they are. Like, we're not able. We shouldn't be judging them. It is who they are. That's like saying a hippo's ugly. It's a hippo. An elephant's ugly. What's an elephant? It grew the way it's supposed to grow. It is who it is. Yeah, don't bother me. I'm fat. I hate it. Why? Oh, you hate the fat, but you don't hate you. Like, it doesn't matter that you hate the fat. It matters if you hate you. If you don't hate you, it's all good. I don't hate me. I know me. And I don't like the fact that I'm a bit overweight. But it is what it is. For my age, I think I'll get around, so it'll do. I like that, Woody. I'm trying so hard to get there, I forgot where there is. Which is, I don't know where I'm going, but I just know I've got to hurry up and get there. Which is, what Forrest said. Like, or hurry up and wait. Or at the end of the day, it's about, and I can't remember the quote, which pisses me off, but if I can please somebody, on the path or whatever it is Forrest was talking about, then, all good. And if they try sincere, etc., or you deserve another turn, all of those things are about just being a good person. And I don't see what's wrong with that. I don't see what is wrong with having every realm in existence having good beings in it. I don't see anything wrong with that. And I don't see anything wrong in the fact that, nobody's better than anyone else. Whether they're richer or poorer than them, it doesn't make any difference. And you can be whatever you want to be, as long as you have enough faith, as long as you behave in a good way. So wanting something to benefit yourself and other people is a lot better than wanting something just for yourself. It's that simple. Now, for too long, people have been wanting things just for themselves. And now that's changing. And they don't like it. They don't want it to be high vibration. They don't want it to be lovey-dovey. They do not want to lose what it is that they have. And the best way for them not to lose what it is that they have is to be in a high vibration and to be lovey-dovey. And to the dark, the shadow. So, know the shadow within them. They can forgive themselves. They can understand themselves, but they have to do the shadow work. They have to go within and do the dark night of the soul and all of that. And they don't want to do that. Fine, you don't want to do it. You'll get judged by God, and He'll do it for you. He'll do it for you. He'll put you in that place that you don't want to be. You could have either done it willingly, or you're going to be put there. So I just don't get it. I don't see that. In order to get out of the situation that you're going to be in, you do more bad things. You think that's going to stop whatever it is that's going to happen. No, that's going to accelerate it. In order to stop it, you need to get out of the low vibration, get into the high vibration, and be at peace with God. Because, seriously, that's how this runs. It really is. And the worst or the hardest or the weirdest or whichever terminology you want, part about it is they know that. They absolutely know it. They're so hell-bent on worshipping some sort of dark waste of space that they forget their worshipping of that is saying that there's something else. There has to be, because it's yin and yang, black and white, good and bad. It has to balance out. So if they think there is a powerful entity that they can worship to give them stuff, they must know there's also a powerful entity, of the light. There has to be. It's just the way it is. Like, it's not quantum mechanics. It's the way that it is. If there's good, there's bad. If there's flipping light, there's dark. It's just the way. If good, bad, dark, what's it? Man, woman. It's just the way that it is. It's just the way that it is. Now, to be the best that you can be, you have to balance your light. Right? You have to balance your dark, nice and even. You have to balance your masculine, and you have to balance your feminine, etc., etc. Now, if you can do that, all is good with you, and all is good with everyone else. Like, you're not going to upset anyone else, and nobody else is going to upset you. And you're going to be able to think clearly with your masculine, and you're going to be able to nurture and care with your feminine. Now, sometimes the feminine may be stronger than the masculine, but sometimes it's needed. And even if you're a man, there's no harm in feeling nurturing and caring just because you're a man. It doesn't stop you thinking and acting, like a flipping hero if you want to act like a hero. But there's nothing wrong with people caring for other people, male or female, doesn't matter. But we need to learn our lesson. We can't go around all being in a feminine, high vibration, nurturing, caring, blah, 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 without being in that masculine, thought process or whatever it is, or warrior mentality, or however it works. I don't really care how it works. I just know that it needs to be done. There are people out there that will tell you exactly how it works. And, those people are going to be busy soon, I think. May you live in interesting times. I live in the UK. Another confirmation. I live in the UK, which is not, I used to be so proud of being English. I mean, fiercely proud. Like, people used to call me Italian. It used to wind me up. Because I'm English. I'm an Englishman. I think I'm a chivalrous, gentleman. And I think that's how every man should be. And now I'm thinking, our politicians have lost the plot. And I'm ashamed at some of the things they say and do. I really am. And the sooner their BS is exposed, the better for everyone. In this country and every country. Greg, do I have your written permission? I have to get it to dig on your land. Uh-oh. Lilies and diagonal. He never gives in, does he, Greg? Charlotte Dorsey's story is it to tell? Well, God will announce when the story is ready to be told. Nowhere that you may hide. No, there is nowhere anyone can hide. I'm not hiding, I want your permission. It's the law, a clue, a hint, a spiritual journey, self-discovery. Well, there is that. But I don't just think it's a self-discovery. I think it's a discovery of like mankind. Like this is how we're supposed to be. The matrix that we're living in is not our true selves. It's just not. And we need to get back to our true selves. We need to get back to what the soul is here for. We need to learn. Like this is Earth School. This is where souls come to learn. And we need to get back to that. We need to get back to the simple truths. And I know going forward, the simple truths might not be easy for other people to hear. But it is the simple truth. It really is. There is only one God. There is no religion. There's one God. And all of the history that we've been told has been changed to suit an agenda that is not meant for everybody. It's only meant for a certain few. And all of that will be revealed. And I'm asking for the people that have hidden that information to do the right thing and bring it out themselves, to give themselves some grace, because they're not going to get any if they keep it hidden. The information is going to come out. That's what the light codes and everything else is about. That's what the ancient information is about. That's why there's 144,000 chosen, who these people in government have been trying to screw over using energy weapons and stuff like that, and they've been caught out and etc., whatever. And all these people are going to be caught out. All of these people are going to be exposed. And the worse things that you did, the more judgment you're going to get. It's that simple. And if you don't want, like I said, if you don't want to be written in the script the way that you've acted, stop acting that way. Ask for a different script. Seek forgiveness from God, because I'm not going to give no one any forgiveness. I'm not going to condone what you did. I'm not going to say, yeah, that's fine. It's okay, I'll forgive you. Well done. Nope. No. I'm going to say, no, it's not fine. I don't forgive you. I'm not going to judge you. It's just not fine. I don't appreciate what you did. It's not fine. I don't forgive you. God, judge these. That's it. Whilst, people say, oh, offer them love and light because they're going through a bad time. They were offered love and light and they threw it back in my face. I'm not going to offer them love and light again. They don't want it. If they wanted it, they would have accepted it the first time. They would have appreciated they are where they are because of me, or because of the 143,999 others. Like they were using the energy off good people to have what they were having. Well, surely, if you get rid of that energy, you're not going to have those things. It's that simple. You get rid of the energy that's feeding you. It's like biting the hand that feeds you. You're getting rid of that energy. You're not going to have what it is that you were having. And you're not going to get that energy back from anyone. Nobody. You're going to starve of that energy. And you know what that means? You're going to lose your money. You're going to lose your house. You're going to lose your car. You're going to lose all those things that you were given freely before you got too greedy. Before you wanted to take over the energy that was being given to you. Even though you were told that what you're doing was wrong. Even though you were told that you're on the wrong side. That you needed to go over the fence to the other side and learn from Mario. Remember I told you in the poem, I explained it all. Every single bit, all of it was true. There were no lies. And you still wanted to keep it for yourself. Even though you've been told, I don't know, Hey, Money. How you doing? It's good to be seen, I have to admit. What have I missed? Okay, I'm back. Finished my Captain Chaos. Captain D? What the heck is a Captain D? It's normally Captain Birdseye. I haven't spent any time with your girlfriend. What? Oh, that's too. A Jack, as Marvel gives a clue, a hint. It's the same stuff. Stop saying the same stuff, Greg. People don't like truth. They prefer little white lies. Yeah, but it's not up to people, is it? Like, you have to be you. That's the main thing. Just because people prefer little white lies, you don't have to say little white lies. You be you and say the truth. Unless you're a person that likes to say little white lies. I don't want to say little white lies. I just want to say the truth. And I don't care if you like the truth. And I don't care if you hate the truth. It's just the truth. And you have to accept it as the truth. I don't mean anything bad by it. And I don't mean anything good by it. I'm just telling you the truth. If I think you're a beautiful person, you're a beautiful person. And if you want to thank anybody, thank your parents. Don't thank me. I'm just telling you the truth. They're the people that made you a beautiful person. Thank your teacher or teachers. Thank yourself. But you don't need to thank me for telling you the truth, because if you were a horrible person, I told you a horrible person, you wouldn't thank me. I don't know, some people might if they're good. So why must I go? When God judges me for my sins, I hope he forgives me, which Jesus has already paid for my sins in full, but compared to others as well. So, and I think that is an easy way out when people say, "Oh, Jesus died for my sins, so I can sin." What? No, 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 you can't sin. Like, you're responsible for your own sins. You're responsible for your own sins, which is why these people try and cover it. They try and sin and then hide it behind good people, which, stopped. Only you know the person that you are, and you have to accept the person that you are. Do, the shadow work. Accept who you are, and then go to God with that and say, look, God, this is the person I am. This is my authentic self. This is who I am. Some of these things I'm not proud of. I did this, this, and this. And I don't want to carry this burden anymore of these bad things that I did. I accept them. Here they are. I expose them to you, and I am absolutely repentant of them. I'm sorry that I did these things. And then you move on. You don't forgive anybody else for doing bad things. I'm not going to forgive, no offense, Frank, I'm not going to forgive Frank for those sins that he's just told me about. That's up to him. He forgives himself or he doesn't. I don't care. And it's up to God to judge those sins. And he reckons they're like, Mount Everest, but it is what it is. But if you can accept those, if you know how and why they came about and how much, they impacted your life, etc., etc., etc. Whose life? My life? My life's always good. Apart from when, I argue with God about some of the things that happen. Well, I don't argue. I say the things, but I know why they happen. But I just have to vent it. I just have to say it, work it out in my mind. So it's all about divine timing, but divine timing takes forever. No such thing as time. So, and I know that. But I want to argue it out. I want to understand why this, and this happens. I want to know the truth of it. So I find out the truth of it and I accept it. It's like, the lesser evil. I find out the truth that, to save these people, have to be judged. They have to be moved. They have to be taken away. They have to be stopped. However it is, that's just the truth of it. People say, oh, well, if there was a God, why would he allow this, and this to happen? He's not allowing it to happen. You have free will. You did it, and then he's going to judge you for doing it. Otherwise, we'd all be robots. Couldn't do anything because God would forbid it. Like Hitler comes along and goes, oh, I want to do this, this, and this. And God goes, whoa, no, you don't. It's like, yeah, but I want to. I've got free will. You can't stop me. God goes, okay then. There was nothing stopping someone else from stopping Hitler. There is nothing stopping someone stopping Putin. There is nothing stopping someone stopping Zelensky. All of these countries around the world carry on fighting. It's all good, apart from Trump. Like, these people are being found out for what they are, and people are having to go at Trump, and he's actually saying the truth, and these people are being found out. Like, you don't want people to die? Stop fighting. Well, we need some money to have, carry on fighting. What? What? Wait, what? You need more money to carry on fighting? No, you don't. No, you don't. These people, Putin and Zelensky, they're in for a shock. And like I say, other people around the world, they need to take a good look at themselves, and they need to go within. It doesn't matter where you think God is. If you think God is up there, then I point up there because that's where most people think God is, but he's not. He's inside you. He's you. He's here. Like, you being a good person, it's in you. You being a bad person, it's in you. And God is the good person, and the devil is the bad person. And they're both you. They're both you, if you allow them to be that. And if you want to be with God, he's with you all the time. He knows everything that's going on. We're all part of the same thing, one consciousness. That's why he knows where you are, what you're doing, what you're thinking. You're not going to run. It's like these people go running. I'm going to run. Oh, I'm being chased by the police. Oh, I've done this and I don't want to be found out. You already found out. You were found out as soon as you thought about it. As soon as you were doing it, you were found out. Just because nobody else knew, because nobody else was told, the first time that you did something, it was known. It was known. The first time that you did something, it was known. You're like, oh, doing it all secret, secret, secret. No. No, it's already known. Oh, no, I've been found out. I've had to run. Where are you going to run to? Like, God's within you. He knows exactly what you're doing. Exactly what you're doing. You go to a practitioner to try and do something against somebody else, and God says, okay, then. So he sends you to a practitioner that's going to sort you out. Not somebody that's going to help you, somebody that's going to screw you over for doing what you're doing. Like, you think you're getting ahead of the game and doing something in a certain time to make something happen in your favor, and God says no, and then puts somebody else and blocks you. And that's the same with everything that everybody's doing. It's like, you think you're getting away with it, but at some point that domino will fall and it'll be your turn to be judged. That's just life. Uh-oh, missing stuff. I got a feeling. I tell the truth as much as I can. I'm not popular. I get the feeling there were like only 5 others actually posting all this stuff under all these handles. Too many wrenches to believe. No, I've given everybody a wrench because actually I should be giving you and Greg one on that, but I gave everybody a wrench because I don't want to block anybody. I don't think anybody's any better than everybody else. And people were coming in going like, oh, I haven't got a wrench, I haven't got a wrench, I haven't got a wrench. And it's like, well, that doesn't make you equal then, does it? So they are different handles, or some of them are. I've just made a moderator because I'm crazy like that. That's the sort of person that I is. That's just the way the cookie crumbles. But I even gave one to Bill, which, surprised me. But it is what it is. So now Bill and Angel are blue. They're blue. Abba-dee-abba-da. I've been propagating plants and playing with baby chicks all day. Oh, well, that must be relaxing. It's good to hear a human, although I do love the little chicks. That must be relaxing, though, listening to those chirpy cheeps. Wow, very cool. Thanks for... Oops. Thanks for... It is goodness, isn't it? Hey, Mario. You gave me the power of the wrench, but I never use it because if I did, I would be hiding the truth. 100%. That's why I don't want to block anyone. It's like, what's the point? Why? You have to hear all sides of the argument to get to the truth. Like, you can't just hear one side, which is what the fake news media do. Just give one side of the argument, and then, people believe that, and it's like, why are you believing that? Well, that's what the news said. I just hope that Netflix doesn't disappoint us. Oh, well, I know about Netflix. Forest is missed, Peggy 2. So, yes, the way that the chase was run and the way that it's been run now, not the same. You have the right to remain silent and choose not to listen. Yeah, you do have the right to remain silent and choose not to listen if that's what you wish. I'm old, can't see, can't hear, getting old sucks. That must mean you've lost your teeth as well then. If you can't chew. But yeah, getting old does suck. But I've asked, I've asked for a reversal of that. I want to get younger again. So instead of going from 62 onwards up to whatever, I want to go back. Probably 28, maybe. Maybe a little bit more. I don't know. I don't know when I was losing my hair. Oh, could I have some hair again? Greg Window, I acted like a fool in the chase, and I will have to atone for my actions. I cannot take it back. I said some mean things to people. My words are the worst they hear. Well, nobody should judge you apart from you, though, Frank. So, if you really mean what you're saying, then God can only think good of you. But I don't care what people have done. I don't care what people will do. I say I don't care. Of course I care. But I'm not going to judge what they do or say. I cannot affect what people do. I cannot affect what people say. I can affect what I do and what I say. And I can either agree with what they do or what they say. I'm not going to judge it. It's all in the movie. Netflix will be the teacher. So if you would just sit and listen. Greg, you're the one that's not listening. I'm not searching. I don't care about Netflix. I don't care about anything else. I just want to live my life in the way that I want to live it and let other people live their life in the way they want to live it. And what God puts my way, I'll accept, which I've had to do. So whatever happens, happens. Doesn't matter. And I don't know what else to say. Getting old isn't for sissies. The thrill of the chase was a spiritual journey in self-discovery. Yes. And we're at that point where some people discover themselves and some people haven't. And some people need to. Davey B, that's wonderful. What's wonderful? What have you said that I haven't seen? I don't know. Nothing there. Davey B, back again. Ooh, back again. Something's wonderful, but I don't know what it was. Always. Always and forever. Each moment with you. Your head is my head is marvelous. Just tell people your hair was a quitter, so you. I'm going to do what Forrest said. He said his turned grey, and then the others was pushed out by his brain. So my brain just went, and then it was gone. But thanks anyway. You cannot go all through life distorting others, people, financial matters. No, that's not good. David B, was that for me? I should be so lucky, 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 lucky. Mary's lucky he doesn't have to shave his head. See, those are the things they're the things that you should be thinking. That's the way you should be thinking. Like some people will be like, oh, bald, I'm bald. Ah, God, why have you made me bald? And it's like, all you have to do is think, well, at least I don't have to shave my head. You know, the story tell itself. I'm an old cowboy, not a sissy. Someone tell Mario that bald is in these days. Yeah, I'm not bothered about being bald, I have to admit. I'm not. I don't think I ever was. Like, it's weird though, because as you're going bald, you don't really notice you're going bald until you're bald. You know, because other people tell you you're going bald, but you don't want to admit it. Like they're going, do you know you're going bald? Do you know you're going bald? Do you know you're going bald? It's like, am I? Oh, what the hell? But thanks, Nick. People are dead by suicide. What was your part? None. Those people, like, people are going to pass away now. And it's like, they're their own worst enemy. What can you do? Woody, do you sleep in your cowboy boots? Uh-oh. Greg, quit giving them bullets. Only the finder would know who is the truth tellers. Woody, it's a really long chase. Well, it's supposed to be 1,000 years, so I'd say that's really, really, really long. Well, Forrest did say he wished he was born 100 years earlier, so what does that mean? 100 years earlier. Maybe he was born 100 years earlier. Maybe he was reincarnated. Just maybe. So, I haven't watched any videos, but I've seen that AGK are doing stuff and Mysterious Writings and K-Pro and Mike are talking about, you know, different chases, different hunts, or the same hunts. And some information that's coming about, you know, things not too legit. Oh. I think he longed for simpler times with more time in nature. 100%. Oh, you're blue now, Angel. Yeah, so, and that's what I long for. Not all this rubbish. It's spiritual karma and not religious. Yes. You know, and I'm not even sure. What time is it in England? Well, it's not smoke weed every day time. That's for sure. It in England is only 23:26. Oh, they might be good angel numbers. On the 7th of the 3rd, 2025. And I know that's going to piss some of you off because you go 3rd 7, but it's different over here. It's the 7th day. But I mean, this is how simple it is. It is the 7th day of the 3rd month of the 2025th year. Not the 3rd month of the 7th day, 2025. I was listening to, I think his name's Mick McIntyre. He was talking about how Americans changed the English words. Like, he was saying things like, the pavement is now the sidewalk, because they ran with the word pavement for so long, but they're all getting run over. So they changed it to tell them exactly where to walk on the side of the road. And then he talked about, like, horse riding. They need more information. They can't just go with information they've got. They need information to tell them what it is. So horse riding became horseback riding, because, you know, they would hold on to the tail of the horse as it was running. Say, are you sure this is how the Europeans ride their horses? And he'd say things like that. Or waste paper basket. Not just that it was a bin, so we call it a bin. Not just that it was a bin, but that it was a waste paper basket. And not just a paper basket, it had to be waste paper, because what they were doing is they were throwing good paper away, and somebody had to tell them, no, you have to throw the bad paper, the waste paper. And glasses, so I just say get some glasses, and you say get eyeglasses. It's like, because at some point maybe you were putting the glasses on your thighs and on your feet and saying, these glasses don't work. So, no, because they're eyeglasses. Just put them on your eyes. So sorry if you think that was taking the mickey, but I thought those things are funny, because it's like, yeah, they do, don't they? They actually give themselves information to understand what it is they're talking about. So they don't just say glasses, which I just say glasses. They say eyeglasses and horseback riding instead of just horse riding. Keep posting your personal stories, evidence. Are we springing forward, or did they get that law passed? I don't know in America, but we're still springing forward here as far as I know. And we have the equinox, we've had the alignment, and we had the blood moon, and the equinox. It's all good stuff coming up. No one here, well, not if you spell it like that. No one here, as in listen, can give you the treasure chest. So what are you doing here? I don't want it. Posey must have wanted it. He bid on it. Hasn't he got a treasure hunt going? Ah, Monsieur a Pirate, how are you doing? If you eat too much, is that supposed to be, are you stuffed? If you eat too much, are you stuffed? Yes. And also, if you are manhandled by a taxidermist, you might be stuffed then as well. Let's go fishing. What? Are you an Aquarius solar sign? I don't know. I am an Aquarius. We are in the age of Aquarius, and I am Aquarius. I don't know if I'm a solar sign. Like, people have been talking about your North Node and your South Node and your moon rising and blah 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 blah, but it don't matter. It is what it is. Like, Destiny won't be cheated, even though people try to Destiny swap. It's like they don't understand that they tried a Destiny swap and it worked. So God made the Destiny swap and it worked, which propelled me into my timeline, and they swapped the Destiny that I should have had, which went back to them. So now they're suffering after giving me a better Destiny. Or whoever, they're supposed to swap the Destiny with. So God said, okay, they're going to do this Destiny swap. So what we'll do is we'll allow this Destiny swap. They will swap destinies. They will get the Destiny that they gave to this person. They will get that Destiny. So they made the Destiny swap happen, and then it came back to them. So now they have that Destiny that they tried to swap, which is not a good Destiny, but there you go. Hello, pirate. Find any treasure? Astrology zodiac sign. I just know I'm an Aquarius. January. I don't do all this. So, whilst I believe that all these things, everything's connected. So, whilst I believe that the planets affect us. So, what's in retrograde now? Venus? Is it Venus in retrograde or Mercury? Something in retrograde, can't remember. I think Mercury was or is. And Venus may be now. Which is basically, the planet looks like it's going backwards. Like a backward bike. Looks like it's going backwards. So it'll be staying with us for longer. because of the way our orbit is and their orbit is, whatever. But I believe in it all, but I don't understand it, and I don't care to understand it, because I just believe that God's going to sort it out. So if you want to do the tarot, do the astrology, blah, 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 all those things will tell you something. If you want to go down that road, they will tell you something. They will give you answers. But I don't deal in that. I deal with things that I see, hear, read, believe, have faith in, whatever. And I act on that, those things. People say, oh, he's a witch, he's this, he's that, he's other. No, I'm not. I'm a human being who works with the truth. Like, looks at what's happening, gets the information and says, oh, this must be the case, and this must be the case, and this must be the case. These are the things that I understand to be true, and these are the things that I understand to be bullshit. And then all of it, out of, everything, that the information that I've got, the truth is, God is real. He is kicking ass because certain people for thousands of years have been doing bad things and hiding the fact that they've been doing bad things. To the point, enough's enough. To the point that they have done some bad things to somebody that God cares about a lot. Big mistake. Because touch not my anointed. Devil was warned. Everyone was warned. No weapon formed shall prosper against you. Warned, but not took heed. So these people thought, very naively, they thought they were being clever. But the thrill of the chase was about a lure. It was about something not being as it seemed. It was about, it is more than you think. The treasure chest and what was really talked about, two different things. One being less significant. Oh, something significant was said then. Less significant than the other. And the people thought that this insignificant thing was nothing to worry about. But what they didn't realize is this insignificant thing was the treasure. And they fucked with God's treasure. And God isn't happy. So now, whilst people say karma is a bitch, it's only these evil fucks that think karma is a bitch. Because karma is really your best friend. See, karma will give you blessings. A financial wealth unheard of, which these evil people wanted, for good karma. And bad karma, lack of any financial wealth. Everything gained, everything gained through those evil practices will be stripped. Everything. Every single thing. You may be lucky to get away with the clothes on your back if you're not careful. Depending on the severity of the deeds that you did. Which is why, months ago now, I've been warning you to do the right thing. Just do the right thing. I'm not asking for you to, sell your soul like some people do to join this fucking coven. Not asking you to dye your hair a certain colour to join this covenant. Not asking any of those things. I'm just saying, do the right thing. Not for me. I don't care. I'm covered. I'm covered. And I think, most of the good people are covered. I'm covered, as, these evil people have found out. And my blessings will come in when God deems it divine timing. And nothing nobody can do will stop it. Nothing. Nothing anything can do can stop it. Not even, your crazy plans of going back and changing stuff and doing stuff. Not even the crazy plan of using. Don't do it. I'm telling you, you're going to regret it if you do. I'm not threatening, I'm just telling you. Don't use those machines to drag those people through. I'm telling you. You're not Ghostbusters. You're not Ghostbusters. Don't do it. I'm telling you. You'll regret it. More than anything else that's been done, you will regret doing that. In the first instance, it won't work. The technology won't work. But the fact that you tried it, that's the worst kind of karma you're going to ask for. I'm just warning you. I don't care whether you believe me. I really don't. It really makes no matter to me. Like, you want to leave this realm and you want to take souls with you or whatever it is that you think you're going to do, don't do it. Leave by all means, but don't do that. And you don't have to believe me. I don't care. But you know, seriously, listen, everything that I've said, everything. Every single thing that I've said is true. And it will happen. And everything that I've said is everything that you try to do. Even though you go, how the fuck does he know that? It's impossible. He can't know that. He must be a witch. He must be a warlock. He must be this. He must be that. No. No. Trying to be your friend, trying to help you, trying to let you understand. I'm giving you the truth. Every single plan that you have had is already known about. Every single thing that you're doing is already known about. Every single thing that you're planning on doing is already known about. Even your flipping going back, trying to change timeline to do this and do that, delay, the union, whatever it is. Everything that you've done. I've told you, your free will is based on what God's already written. That's it. You're thinking, here's your script. Please listen. Here's your script. This is your script. This is your life playing out on your script. And you're reading it. I've got to do this. Can you hear the sirens? We normally don't have that many sirens, but they're telling people something. Here's your script, and you're reading it. This is your life, and you're reading your script. And you think God doesn't know. You're reading the script that he wrote. This is how things are going to play out. You're reading it, and you think he doesn't know. Like, you're crazy. You're reading the fucking script. He's put the words in your head. He's put the plans in your head about the things that you're going to do. And you're trying to do those things thinking that he doesn't know. What? What? That's crazy. Absolutely crazy. I told you a few weeks ago, a month ago, whatever it is. Those two witnesses, they have to be in that place. Which means every single second of their life is already planned. Think about that. Every second of their life has to have been planned. Every place that they were in, they had to be in there to make sure that nothing happened to them to get to the place that they are at the end. Every person they interacted with had to do exactly what they're supposed to do for them to be there. For it to be written, for it to happen. And you think that your plans that are already written, however you think of God, up there, in here, wherever it is, whatever you want to believe, whether he's an alien, whether he's the universe, whatever, I don't care. Whether you believe he doesn't exist, I don't care. It makes no difference to me. But I'm trying to tell you, this is the truth. It's already written. You're reading the script and you think he doesn't know what's going to happen. To me, that's absolutely crazy. Absolutely crazy. And you've already seen that everything that you're doing is backfiring. But you choose to ignore it and you choose to deny it. It's like, that's crazy. You've already seen it. Go back and watch my videos. I haven't lied to you. Confirmation Bert. Go back and watch the videos. I've told you exactly what it is. I'm telling you now exactly what it is. Don't do it. Don't do it. It'll be the worst thing that you can do for you. Not me, I don't care. I care about those people. Oh, I do. But they're going to be okay. I care about you. But you're not going to be okay if you do it. I don't know what the plan is for that. Just like I say, I wasn't there in the past. But I know the information I have on the past that I can see that is real means we've been lied to. I know that everything that's said is going to happen does happen. So some of the things that they tried to change, the eye for an eye, tooth for a tooth bullshit, were there to help them. But some of the things are real, left as they were. If somebody says that Jesus is the Son of God, that means we're all the Son of God, which makes Jesus no better than anyone else. We should all be able to be like Jesus because we're all sons and daughters of God. And Jesus was telling us that we can all be like that. And they didn't want us to know that. They don't want this nice place. They want their place. So I'm telling you the truth. You don't have to believe me. I don't care. I really don't care. I know everything that you're trying to do. I know what you think is going to happen to try and stop this, and it doesn't, and you've already had proof of it. I know that people are in court. I know they're in spiritual court and earthly court. I know that these military people have been caught out. You'll be surprised what I know. You'll be surprised what I know. And I know, and you know, that you lose. You lose. The only thing is, do you lose gracefully? Do you lose with some semblance of your life still intact? Or do you leave? Do you lose? You just lose everything. And that's not me threatening you. I don't care. I'm just warning you. God's judging you, not me. I do not care. Yes, this is the dawning of the age of Aquarius. I should really put that on. Like, there's some songs that I want to put on. Like, you should listen to The Flashing Blade. There's the theme tune to the song, but there's also a man doing it. If you just want to listen to the man doing it, because it's pretty good. I can't remember his name. But it basically says, it's right to fight for what you want, for all that you believe. Life, love, and happiness. To live the way you please and stuff like that. As long as we have done our best, then no one can do more. Life and love and happiness are well worth fighting for. So whilst it is that I'm not fighting anyone, I'm just allowing them to fight themselves, keep doing the stuff that they're doing and bringing themselves down, they're in for a shock if it does turn into a war, if it turns into a fight. Because at the moment, they're destroying themselves. If they carry on fighting themselves, there'll be nothing left to have a war with. And that's just the truth. I'm not trying to be clever. I'm just telling you. If you keep sending out dark magic that keeps returning back to you, but worse, there's going to be nothing left of you to have a war with. That's just the truth of it. Only in books. Heck, I was hoping Greg would have a restaurant by now and I could go get some. Where is Greg? He's normally here. Well, then the cows are screwed. Cows are screwed? What is the union you talk of? Uh-oh. Oh, the union. The union. Man and woman. Man and women. Men and women. The chosen and the unions. You know, and the new earth. The new Adam and Eve. And blah, blah, blah. Blah, 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 blah. That sort of union. Pirate, you're no fun. Thanks, money. Uh-oh, don't know what that was for. I'm sorry. You're a whole lot of fun. You're sorry that he's a whole lot of fun? MJ! Oh no, you're not blue. Why are you not blue? You're not blue. Well, I can't believe I haven't noticed that. Mind you, I'm not the sharpest knife in the set. Running decoy is part of the game. No. Pirate, where are you sailing today? Baby boy, that's the truth. Always watch your flank and be aware of your surroundings. Excuse me. And that is the secret of a good wingman. Sometimes the wingman is not meant to be on the wing. Sometimes the wingman should just drop back and allow things to unfold. I don't know, maybe see the big picture. So if you're in the middle of everything, you can't see it because you're actually in the middle of it. But if you're out, like the macro and the micro, which I talked about in the video, this, you know, the small details and the bigger picture. Didn't JCB say something like that? You need to focus on the details. Aha! Sound advice. Davey's always giving sound advice. I don't know what the cows are screwed for. I don't know what that is. But if you never loved a cow, see, a cow is the soul. And if you never loved a cow, is the cow the soul or is the cow the martyr? Getting confused now, maybe. Where is Greg? I don't see Greg. Normally here. Normally, you know, showing. See, both of them said, maybe we should get you on live, Mary, Ben and Greg. And it never happened. I wonder why not. Measles are in 12 states now. Oh, Texas is suffering anyway. Naughty, what's happened there? There are many 12 o'clocks. PM, AM, high, low, dead ahead. I don't know. Uh-oh. Are they trying something else? I don't think that's God's doing. I don't know. Yvonne had shingles, and it is bad. Very bad. Very painful. I had to put on some cream, and it even like sort of like tingled my hands when I put it on. So I dread to think what it's like when it is on the shoulders. But the cream itself would give you pain. It's almost like the pain of the cream eased off the pain of the shingles. Davy B. What? What? Yeah, I'm like, what? There are many 12 o'clocks. PM, AM, high, low, dead ahead. It's like he's in a submarine. We all live in a yellow submarine. That's not. Is that an aha moment? Uh-huh. Uh-huh. Da da da. Yeah, that can't be good, measles. Well, don't bring any of them over here. Don't nobody from those places come visit in the UK. Yeah, Texas is important in the chase. Canada's important in the chase. California's important. Tennessee. Colorado. Oh, Colorado. Dear, dear me. Haiti. Haiti, whatever you call it. It's Thailand. I think it was Thailand. Obviously New Mexico. Do Wyoming. Utah. Do, 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 do. Trying to think. Da, 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 da. Missouri. Florida. I want to say Manhattan, but can't pinpoint. Cool. Just drifting off then for some of those things. Just because it's 12 p.m. where you are does not mean it's 12 p.m. here. No, it means it's 12 a.m. then. What do you have against Colorado? Most beautiful state I've ever seen up in the Rockies. Rockies are the spine backbone of the US. I don't have anything against Colorado. There's somebody in Colorado that has something against me. I have nothing against Colorado. In fact, I would like to have gone to the Mountain of the Gods. Or the Gods Mountain? Garden of the Gods. Garden of the Gods. And a mountain. Garden of the Gods. Oh, confirmation. Uh-oh, somebody loves me. They're weak in the knees. That's probably that black magic they're trying to send to me. Or, whoever. And it just reverses back. I find it hard to understand why people keep doing the same things and expecting different results. It's not just going to send out some love. Loves? Oh, and flowers. Flowers. Like the flowers. Weed in the garden. Taking out the weeds. Excuse me. Ah, I see. Same person has lots of issue with me. Oh. Oh. That must make you a good person then. Because I think I'm a good person. So Are you a soulmate? I can't see anybody else having issues with me, with you, with us. Yes, you are a soulmate. Cool. Well, I'll get to see you soon then. And thank you. Sincerely mean that. Thank you. I understand why they have issues with you. But you don't want to be telling too many people too much information. I don't know why people have issues with me, because in a way it's upsetting. I don't let it bother me now, but it did before, because like they had everything from me. I never said a harsh word to them. Never criticised them. Never judged them. And yet they hate me. And I don't know. Like they've done a lot of bad things. It doesn't matter whether it's me or someone else. They did a lot of bad things to a lot of people, and they've been getting away with it for years and years and years. And the insurance thing is probably the worst thing. Um, I think about Heather and people like that, and it's like, to get people to kill themselves, or to create a heart attack or something, make it look like natural causes. To prey on people to just get their money through insurance and stuff, or just what they're left, whatever it is, however it works, whatever they do, just using what's supposed to be a good thing. I know people can go against, sex, it's evil. Sex isn't evil. Sex is a really good thing. Sex is a beautiful thing if it's done in the right way with the right reason. But the way they use it, yeah, it's bad. And they've destroyed lots of lives, lots of people, took lots of lives. Um, and they hate me because I don't want them to do that. That's crazy. I don't want them to kill people. I don't want them to abuse people. I don't want them to hurt people. I just want everyone to get on, and they hate me because they think I'm going to take away what they think. Is it fuck? It's not their right. And they hate me because I'm going to take it away, but I'm not taking it away. You pushed it away. You gave it away. I'm not taking it from you. Stop doing what you're doing. Find your soul, if there's one in there left. Find God, and maybe keep some of what you had. But the darker the path, the less you're going to have. I haven't done none of that. Absolutely none of it. There is not one single thing that I have done. There is not 1 cent that I have tried intentionally to take from you. You've done it all to yourself. I have not gone out of my way to say, take all their stuff away from them. You've done it to yourself by trying to steal it, by trying to unalive people, by feeding off people, by doing all of these crazy, horrible things that you did. And you want to hate me for it? Hate me, I don't care. You cannot hate me any more than I hated me. Never going to happen. Ever. It is never going to happen. And if I can get past me hating me, your opinion doesn't mean nothing. It really doesn't. Well, I'm not going to judge anyone. I don't expect people to judge me. But if you judge me, you need to be me, because you can't judge me half as much as I can judge me. And I judge myself pretty harshly, as you will find out. I am my worst critic. And if I can get past me, anything that anybody else does don't mean a thing. And if I can love me, if I have enough self-love for me, I don't care about anything else. I don't care what you say, what you do. I know who I am. And I can love everybody else if they're prepared to be loved. And if they're not, they're not. Not going to worry about it. Can't affect it. Can't change it. Not going to worry about it. And I know you people want me to do that, but just ain't. Hey, Kiwi, how you doing? What up? The sky's up. I'm still up. It's 0004. 05. Or just changed. Ooh, 5. On the 8th of the 3rd, 2025. See, 2025 is a 9. It's an ending, isn't it? It's like, this is the year. This, or the, like you have the snake shedding the skin. You have the end of a cycle. Those sort of things. The new beginning. However you want to look at it. This is the year of that. So it's either the year of the end or the year of the beginning. Or the Alpha and the Omega, or whatever it is that you want, however you want to say it, that's what it is. The sun is up. The sun has got his hat on. Hip, 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 hooray. Yes, the sun is Ra. That's not like a raw, that's like a Ra. So Ra. That makes me think of ISHTA and Isis. Like, it's not who you are, it's who you can make them think you are, isn't it? Because all of these gods seem to have different names. The same god, goddess, different name. From the Anunnaki and the Sumerians, the Egyptians, the Mayans, it's weird, isn't it? Because you have the Anunnaki, they disappeared. You've got the Sumerians, they disappeared. You've got the Mayans, they've disappeared. You've got the Egyptians, hang on, have they disappeared or not? Why? Listen, why? The Anunnaki disappeared, the Sumerians have disappeared, the Mayans have disappeared, and the Egyptians are supposed to still be here, and yet we don't have direct historical evidence from descendants. Why is that? Like, if I went to America and I sat down with a Hopi Indian, he would tell me all about his ancestors and what they did. or she. And I'm talking way back, like way back in the early times, how their ancestors did what they did, what they believed, the sky gods, etc., etc., the spiritual life journey that they have. Like they would tell me all about that. But if I went to an Egyptian and said, "Okay, how did they build the pyramids? Like what were your ancestors doing?" Wonder why that is. You'd think that they would have that knowledge, like real knowledge, not the bullshit knowledge that we have. Real knowledge. This is how we built the pyramids. This is how my ancestors, because I'm an Egyptian, this is how my ancestors built the pyramids. This is what my ancestors told us. This is how it came through to us. The reason why we're not building any more pyramids is, like, them are the things you would expect. We don't build any more pyramids because, yeah, there's none of that. That's weird, isn't it? That's like me in 300 years' time saying, you know what? I don't know how my ancestors built our houses. Or you. Or in 1,000 years' time saying, I have no idea how my ancestors built our houses. That's weird. Why does the US put the month first and the day? I find that odd. To me, it's the 7th day of the 3rd month. I just said that, Davey, not too long ago. As a people, we have lost interest in telling our stories so the future can understand the present. Well, I just think that we've been lied to. It's that simple. I think our history has been hidden, purposely hidden, and falsified purposely, so that we don't know what atrocities were done to really good beings, beautiful beings. So we didn't understand the matrix that was, put over us. Now those beings are back. Back once again for the renegade master. They're back where they belong. And all those curses are broken. And more are being broken. And the more that get broke, the more light. The more light, the less dark. The less dark, the higher the frequency. The higher the frequency, the quicker the world changes. The quicker the world changes, the higher the frequency. Until God's frequency. And you'll see it. Or Jesus. Because that's how it works. Jesus is probably the highest frequency. Well, God's probably the highest frequency, but if Jesus is God, then you know what I'm saying. And that's how it works. And that's what they're scared of. And that's what they try to stop. Tough. Didn't work. And nothing you can do can stop it. And the Pope knows. There is nothing you can do to stop it. And those people, please listen. Those people that you go to that have been on this earth for thousands of years, that are practitioners, that have done this jiggery pokery stuff, they also know. Like, you already know about the prophecies. You have your own prophecies. Blah, blah, blah. You all know. Just the way that it is. No, you're good, Davey. I was just saying, like, great minds think alike. I don't, I don't see. You missed a bit that I was talking about the Americans, the way they speak, but just the fact that people do those things, you have to question why. There is nothing wrong with the third day of the seventh month in the year 2025. Like, that is how it should be. Third day of the seventh month, 2025. Why anybody would change that, there has to be a reason. To flip it and say it's the seventh month and the third day of 2025. There's a reason behind it. 9 in chat. 9 in chat? There's only 9 watching. Oh, is that what you mean? 9 watching? Yeah, that's all right. With wisdom comes grief. With knowledge comes sorrow. Be wise, stay stupid. Yeah, that's what they want. But unfortunately, the reality is, if you're wise, you're abundant. Seriously, if you're wise, you're abundant. Like, wisdom is the act of acting upon being wise. The information that you got, acting on that information now gives you the wisdom. So finding out the information and being wise, acting on that information gives you wisdom, and you're able to teach. But if you act on being wise, wise being finding God, that leads you to abundance. Because now that you found God, He will give you abundance. Because you know that if you have faith, you will be granted. Ask and ye shall receive. There is no limit put on that. You could ask for anything. So the world that we live in is corrupt, and therefore what really should take place doesn't. And that gives you this lack mentality, that gives you the sadness, that gives you the anger, that gives you all this bullshit that you don't need to have. See, if you're wise and you look quickly down, you go from your high vibration to your low vibration. And in the middle is your chest, where your heart is. And if you can act out of your heart while being wise, all is good with the world. And there is peace. You see, all of this is about the body and about being in tune with who you are. Now, I don't know the chakras, and I don't know all of this 33 steps of the spine and blah, blah, blah bullshit. But I do know God is always with you. I don't need religion for that. And I don't need to be spiritually aware for that. Even if that's the case. Even if it's about spirituality. I don't give a shit. I don't give a shit. I just have to believe that God is with me. And if I have to go down a path of spirituality, and if I have to understand it, I may get there. Do I need it to find God? No. Do I fuck? I don't need to be a spiritualist to find God. If I'm prepared to find God, He'll find me. And I'll find Him. And He'll know me, and I'll know Him. And I do not need to know every single fucking thing about every bit of bullshit that somebody gives out. Other than, if I'm doing good and I think good things, I'm there. And if I'm doing bad and I think bad things, I ain't never going to find God. And that's just a simple truth. It's just a simple truth. And if you want to color code all your body and you want to do this, that, and the other, and you want to be rooted and you want to blah, 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 good. Do it. Do it. And if you want to have, churches and temples and bloody domes and synagogues and whatever you call them, do it. If that's what floats your boat, do it. But if you just want to believe in the one God, the one true God, the most high God, the king of the mountain, whatever you want to call it, the alien, the universe, okay. I don't care. There's one God, and he's a badass. I don't know if he likes me saying that or not, but, I'm me, and I'll say those things, and I'll get judged accordingly, rightly or wrongly. But I act as me. I say what I think, I do what I want to do, and I will be judged accordingly. I don't give a shit what anybody thinks. It's just the way it is. World history is full of achievements and movements forward. Ways how not to make a light bulb. I did not fail. I showed 100 ways how not to make the light bulb. Thomas Edison. There you go. That's how it works. Never give up. No retreat. No surrender. Yeah. Like if he gave up after 99 attempts, we'd be screwed. It's just that simple. You know what I mean? It's like, just don't give in. Don't let anybody say that you can't do it. Don't believe anybody when they say you can't. Just do it. So I said, if you've never been the edge, how will you know? Humans need something to believe in outside of themselves, no matter what that may be. Without it, we'll literally die. Well, unfortunately, we are a bag of meat or a bag of water, and we are a soul. Now, the soul is only here to learn, using the meat bag as a vehicle. And they know pretty much everything. And if you can tap into that, you'll know pretty much everything. So it's all good in the world. I hope I have a great weekend too. Thank you. Fendi! Oh, Fendi's not blue. Fendi is not blue. Blue? Well, he might be blue. I don't know how happy he is. How's it going? Keep stepping. The upstepper. Murderer. I'm a lyrical gangster. Hey, that's not fair. I got said hello to you third. It's my flipping house. I'm only joking. He probably did. Then he worked out we need the screw version. Yeah. Like, if you can't live as you might as well pack in. If you're trying to be somebody else, you're a nobody. And that's just the way it is. Like, if Edison well, not if, he was himself for 100 failures or 99 failures, whatever it is. He was himself. And I'd rather be Edison with 199 failures, whatever it is. And that one, well, he did loads of things, but, to get it right than to just keep taking everything that Edison thought of. Like, oh, a light bulb. Let me invent that. Oh, there you go. That's mine. I invented the light bulb. Or the radio or whatever. If anyone would be interested in a copy of my book, please just ask. No charge. Some things should be shared, and this book needs to be shared. Well, if there is a book going free, I'm not going to say no. What is the book about? Unless it's about, hang on, what would I not want to know? What would I not want to... I don't know. I want to know everything. It's the only way you get the answers. I don't know. Nostalgia? Nostalgia? Olga. Tea with nostalgia. Just copy my book, please. It is about love and leadership. Well, I'm not going to say no to that. I'm learning about love. I know enough all about leadership. No, I do really. I do know about leadership. I know that you're a shit leader if you've got nobody that follows you. And you're a great leader if people follow you willingly. Which, unfortunately for some, I don't see that as the case. Also, a great leader should have a worthy cause. Or not even a cause, like worthy knowledge. Something that people want to hear, need to hear. There are too many leaders that have false information. They're still good leaders, people still follow them, etc. But through deceptive means. Yeah, love and leadership's good. I was telling Dave, I was thinking of writing a book or a film or whatever. Based on the new beginning. And, I've almost forgotten about what led me to think that. And it's basically like two people, boy, girl, man, woman, whatever. One called Adamski, one called Evelyn. And the world was basically falling apart. And these people just trying to get away from the dangers that they were coming against. Not necessarily trying to find each other, just heading to the same point by trying to avoid the dangers that are happening all around them. And they end up meeting on this island, and they're the only two on the island, and basically Adam and Eve again, Adamski and Evelyn. And they start this civilization. That's not to say that there weren't still people, in other places. It's just that they were starting afresh. Which seems pretty much like what we're heading for. Do you think a leader can be good without being loving? Yeah, like I say, a leader anyone can be a good leader because, well, Hitler was a good leader. A great leader. But was the cause worthy? No. Did he do right by people? No. Did he do right by his own people? No. But he was a great leader. So good and evil doesn't care about that when it comes to having a leader. It just cares about who can influence people. Who can influence people? That's all that a leader is. But you can be a leader of good or a leader of darkness. And that's what makes you a good leader. You are a leader of good. Not you're a great leader, you're just a leader of good. And that's more important than being a great leader. I would never want to be a great leader, but I would want to be a good leader, a leader of good, a leader of people in love than a leader of people in darkness and hate and those things. So yeah, it doesn't matter if it's good or evil. You can still be a good, great leader, but you're some kind of special leader if you can have people follow you for the better good of everyone. Everything, anything, be it tree, river, ocean, person, alien. Like I say, and I may pin it if I remember. Well, I don't think it'll pin to or it might do. You can be. I think that theme song is great. It's right to fight for what you want, for all that you believe, for life and love and happiness. It's hard to think. It's hard to believe that we were heading towards a world that was so corrupt. Some of the stuff that was happening was just unreal. I dread to think what 4 more years would have been like. I really do. I really do. Like the division was just, it seemed almost insurmountable. But, I think we have a chance. Oh, I'm not going to run, but thanks, Angel. You have a great one too. I'm going to be going to bed soon anyway. But thank you. So this is where we are. We are at Moses. This is let my people go. This is exactly where we are. And this rich benefactor who's getting these people to do these things, who thinks I don't know about him, crazy, is the Pharaoh, and he won't listen. He won't listen. And, he's going to wait until his own, whatever it is, I talked about it the other day, someone that they love, they love this one thing. Pharaoh loved his son. He had to have his son taken away from him before he realised that he needed to listen to what was going on around him. And that's the case. That's exactly where we are. This person doesn't give a shit, but God knows his weakness. And that'll be the thing that destroys him. And that'll be the thing that angers him, probably. And if he's got any sense, he'll stop. Because we all know what happened to Pharaoh. And all the people that followed him. Was he a great leader? Probably. Did he end up doing the right thing? No. By himself, not by his son. And that's the difference. Guiding people to a beautiful, happy, peaceful place, or guiding people to their destruction. It's just the way it is. And that's just the way I see it. And it's only the truth. And I don't care. So yeah, it's Moses. Let my people go. And by people, I mean everyone, everything, all beings, every realm of existence. Wherever it's corrupt, it needs to stop. Absolutely needs to stop. These soulless beings, it needs to be stopped. These dark entities, they need to be stopped. Just the way it is. A general is nothing without an army, and an army is no good without a leader or a general. 100%. Must go. Well, things to do. Be safe. Yeah, I'm going to go as well, so thank you. Red Rider in the wood. Dummy's never seen the BB gun stock. Fred Hamer shot himself, and it wasn't with a BB gun. Yeah, that reminds me of Dances with Wolves, where he goes in and he asks whoever it is, camp leader, whatever he was, to give him passage somewhere or do something. And after he's finished speaking to him, the bloke shoots himself. He finds out the sort of person he was. So, thank you for watching. Like I say, some people probably think it's a bit dark. Some people wonder what the fuck I'm talking about. But this is basically it's for God and the universe. Because once it's out there, then everybody knows. The whole world knows. Every realm of existence knows. The spirits tell, and it's a bit like telephones, I suppose. Each person tells another, tells another, tells another, tells another, until it gets to the person it's supposed to get to, and they go, oh, we need to get rid of him. Whatever it is, however they react, really they're supposed to go, oh crap, we've been found out. We know what the truth is. We know God exists. We know he's not happy. We know we need to do those things because it's written here, 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 here. We know exactly what's going to happen, but they don't. They go, oh, well, we need to do something to stop this because we're going to end up losing. Well, sorry to tell you, you're going to end up losing no matter what you do. And you can either lose gracefully or you lose with nothing. And you're pretty much finding out that you're having nothing now. Like, there is no more energy to feed off. You're going to be starved of it. There is no more abundance that you can manifest because you're starved of that energy, which you destroyed yourself. And that's just the way that it is. And the longer you use this bullshit stuff that you try and do and try and change things, the worse it is going to be. And that's just the way it is. Hey, Richard. Oh, just when I'm going. Thank you. It's good to see you. Unfortunately, I came back and made it 10. Oh, it's 11 now. From my cold, dead hands. Moses. So, let my people go is just stop doing what you're doing. You lost. That's it. You did your worst, and it was your worst. And now you're being judged for the misdemeanors, or whatever you want to call them, misconduct, evil acts, atrocities, whatever it is. You need to search your soul, literally, or be judged harshly. And I'm not trying to be dramatic or threaten anyone, but it is going to be harsh. It is going to be harsh. It's thousands of years of bad karma that you're racking up. And it's not going to be just for this lifetime. Going forward, like the debt that you owe, I don't know if you're ever going to pay it off. So to reduce it, you need to do as much as you can. Or you will be coming back life after life worse than those people that you abused. That's just the way it is. And the curse is not just for you, it's for your family. For everyone. Going forward. Those people that are alive now, they're going to suffer because of what you've done. And if you don't want them to suffer, you need to do something to stop that happening. Again, I'll give out love and light. I don't hold anything against anyone. I'm not going to judge anyone. I don't care. It's not my problem. It's your problem. God's problem, the devil's problem, Satan's problem, whatever it is, however you got involved in this, it's your problem. Nothing to do with me. I don't care. But it comes to the point, remember these people, these good people, if you people are still hurting these good people, and I'm trying to give everybody love and hope that nobody gets harmed, but I know that you are harming these people, I will call judgment on you, and it will be harsh, and I will forgive myself, but I will never forgive you, ever. Ever. So these people have to be safe. That's it. I want everybody to be happy. I want everybody to be safe. And if you can save yourself, great. Great. I'm all for that. The more people that save, the better. If you don't want to save yourself, well, I don't want to save you then. If you don't want to save yourself, why should I save you? I do want to save these people, however, that you're destroying. In order to save these, I call judgment on you. It's up to you to say, well, hold on a minute. I don't want judgment called on me. I want to be seen as a good person. I want to atone for my sins. I want to be aware of, the things that I've done. I'm sorry for what I've done, blah, blah, however it is. Or take what it is. Hey, Alan K, how are you doing? Yapping calls Mama left to the dog park. Oh, I don't know what that means. Now she's eating my... Anyone wants to... No, pigeon pie is bad enough. Don't want parrot. Never mind, can't eat her. She's letting me pet her head. So yeah, not because you've come in, Alan. Not because Richard's come in, but I was going to go anyway. So it is good to read you, see you, however it is. Actually, I can see Alan. There's a picture. Hello, Alan. Pigeon pie, never had it. No, I haven't. But it's they have talked of it. Pigeon pie, what was it? Who had that? No, that was cow pie, wasn't it? Was it? What was that? What was his name in that comic? Is it Dandy? Dandy? Beano? Desperate Dan. Was it Desperate Dan? Desperate Dan. Everyone have a great night. I don't know if that's a good angel number or not. 41? I thought 44 was good, but 41 doesn't sound too bad. Okay, thank you all for watching. Again, I'm not really sorry. I'm sorry if you come here thinking that it's going to be Forest Fan, but if it's Forest Fan, I will title it, Forest Fan ABCs. But if it's just about this stuff that's going on, not just, within the chase, but all over the world, if you don't want to hear that, then I apologise for that. But 'tis what it is. 'Tis what it is. And it's also just to let people know that, whatever they're trying didn't work. The illusions that they're trying to set up, the mindset that they're trying to give, it's just not working. And, I know they're trying, and that's just it. Wang Chun. And that's supposed to be Chun Wang. John Wayne. Chun Wayne. Thanks, money. Get lost in that. Money. Keep getting lost in that. Money. Where is other? Oh, good. So thanks again. Ciao for now. Take care, everyone. Stay safe. Blessings to you all. Ciao.